Hi everyone, it's Pearl again. I had promised you a special recipe for intermittent fasting, something healthy, that's quick and easy. You can feed your whole family with it, and which kids don't love pasta? So the pasta I'm going to make is bacon and chickpea pasta. This is kind of my South African version of ingredients for the Italian version. All right, but before I get started, please press the like icon underneath below my video, as well as like and subscribe. I will be sharing a lot more of my cooking ideas that are healthy for yourself and the family. And of course, let's begin. All right, this is the South African version of the pancetta. Now, normally the Italians use the pancetta, which is very good. So if you can get pancetta, fantastic. If not, diced bacon is going to do the job. I'm just going to show you some of the ingredients here. As I said, bacon. I use pecorino cheese. You could also use Parmigiano or any of the hard cheeses. Of course, I love my garlic. Italian herbs, black pepper, chickpeas in the tin, tomato and onion mix. This is an added extra. Peri peri. If you like your food a little spicy, go right ahead and add a little peri peri. Chicken stock is an absolute must. I have two choices of pasta, so you can choose whatever pasta you like. I have the penne and spaghetti. Now, my family like them both. What you need to do right away is absolutely begin to put your water on the stove right now while we're chatting about your pasta dish. Put in a big spoon of salt, 2 spoons of salt depending on how much pasta you're cooking. I have a family of 5, so I normally put about a packet and a half of penne. So packet like this, packet and a half of that. All right, let's begin. The reason I've chosen this is because I've chosen bacon, and bacon only has 9% of fat, okay? So it's high in flavor, and it definitely can satisfy cravings. Bacon doesn't trigger insulin. You know, I'm always talking about insulin, okay? Insulin, we don't want to have, let's not go back there. You can check one of my other videos. Dr. Berg says that feeling hungry during fasting, when you're feeling hungry, add a little fat in your diet. So add that little bit of olive oil, add that coconut oil, add that little bit of oil into your diet. That will also help you feel fuller for longer. Chickpeas, guys, is extremely healthy. You can actually just eat on them as a snack. Now, they're very rich in fiber. So those ladies or those gentlemen that are battling with going to the loo regularly, this is very high in fiber. Calcium, which strengthens your bones. Magnesium, which is your antioxidant. And zinc and copper, which is great for the immunity. It makes you feel full. It's excellent for weight loss, and it can lower your cholesterol. It's very, very good for overall general health. All right, now we're going to cut our onion. You can cut your onion fine. You can cut your onion thick. It's entirely up to you. My family likes it kind of small. My husband doesn't like to see big onions in the pan. So we cut these onions. You can see it cutting them nice and fine. I love onions in all my food. I do onion and garlic in everything. So we cut that up for you. And then we're going to place it in the pan. I use olive oil. You can use coconut oil if that's what you like. I try to use olive oil in a lot of things. The only thing I don't use in olive oil is if I'm frying, say, chips or something like that. So nice and fine. Okay, these onions are really strong, but as you can see, I'm just trying to get them as fine. I'm a bit of a messy cook, so you guys will be with the onions flying all over the place. So once this is nice and fine, what you want to do, you want to grab a big saucepan or a very large pot, or a pot for the size that you want to cook it for, and that's what you're going to do. All right, I will show you the size of the pan. So you'll notice I have the water on the stove right here. It's just plain water and salt in my pasta pot, and this is the saucepan that I'll be using. What we're going to do is olive oil. I like the Woolworths olive oil. Extra virgin is normally quite good, so I will put that in the pan. Just bear with me. I'll show you now what that is. Let's pop that in the pan. So what you will do is you'll put in the oil until I'll show you now. You want to coat the entire oil pan You want to have about that much sort of in the pan. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's basically to coat it and make sure that the onions are covered there. So what I'm going to do right here on the table is I'm going to, remember I'm not very good with cooking videos, so I'm going to try and show you as much as I can, and hopefully as I get used to this kind of thing, we will get better and better with this. Alright, what you also want to do is you want to grab your garlic. While I disappear out of the screen, I like garlic. I use lots and lots of garlic. Now garlic, as we in South Africa are going into our summer months, garlic is actually very good for mosquitoes. So I like to put 2 nice big teaspoons of garlic, and we're going to get that on the stove. Alright guys, what I'm going to do is I've taken some of the oil from the onions which is frying. I'll show you here. Oopsie. Some of the oil that's frying up. I'm just going to half cook that onions a bit. Oh gosh, I'm a terrible videographer, guys. Okay, let me see if I can get this right. Okay, so we're going to add that bacon in, and we want to cook this bacon until it's absolutely crispy, because nobody likes non-crispy bacon. I did add a little bit of that olive oil from the onions into the pan here, so we're going to fry that up until it's completely crispy. If you're cooking for a big family, obviously add extra bacon, add lots and lots of bacon. I like lots of bacon, but tonight I'm just preparing this for a few people. Okay, so while that is cooking, I will come back to you now. Guys, there's it cooking. You can see we want to have it really nice and brown. Here is the onions cooking nice and slowly. You can see. Once they are a little bit see-through, we will add them, of course, into the bacon. I like to have my bacon really, really, really brown and crispy. That's my favorite way. Like I said, excuse the way the video is, guys. I'm not a perfect videographer. I'm trying to cook and do the videos. So, quick review. Quickly, put the water on first. Put 2 tablespoons of salt. Little trick. If you are cooking spaghetti, put a little bit of olive oil in the water. It just helps the spaghetti from sticking. Cut your onions, fry up your garlic. You can actually fry it in the bacon fat. If your bacon is very fatty, you don't have to fry the onions first. You can fry the bacon, then throw it out, and then of course you could put the onions in the bacon fat. But mine is a little bit leaner than the normal. This specific packet seems to be a little bit leaner, but that's fine. So this bacon is about halfway cooked. We're going to give it a little bit more time because, like I said, I like it really, really, really nice and crispy. So now this looks like it's almost about ready. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the onions are nice and cooked, nice and soft. The onions and the garlic creates a nice base for the sauce. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You could either make this into a red sauce, which my family doesn't really like too much. This is more of just a way of coating the pasta and giving flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to now add that onion and tomato mix, like I told you. You could use Italian whole peeled tomatoes if you have that, whatever is available. So I'm putting in the Wholesome. Let me show you that again, what that looks like. So you can see this is just the onion and tomato mix. This is just going to make a little bit of a sauce. You can see the olive oil and the oil from the bacon is actually quite nice and coating on the onions, etc., etc. Right, so that's what that looks like. What we're going to do next is we're going to be adding chicken stock. Now you can use powdered chicken stock. If you have your own homemade chicken stock, that's fantastic. It's much healthier anyway. So I'm going to use 2 cubes of chicken stock. By the way, in my cupboard you always find chicken stock, Italian herb, and black pepper. Those are my 3 favorite ingredients. So we've cut that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook that for about 10-15 minutes until it's cooked through. I like to cook tomato for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. By this time you can enjoy your glass of wine and just allow that to cook. We're going to be adding that pepper. Like I said, I love black pepper, so I am not shy. I put loads of black pepper in my food. It's just something that adds that bit of flavor. So here we go. I'm going to show you how much pepper. If you look at this, it's quite a bit. You don't have to put that much, okay? You put what you like, but black pepper always adds an amazing amount of flavor. I'm going to cook that in. I'm going to turn this a bit down. I did put it on a higher stove, on a higher plate. I cook on gas. I love gas. Oh, it smells absolutely fantastic. Let me show you how the sauce is looking amazing. That's just with the pepper in at the moment. So we're stirring that. That looks lovely. That's beautiful. While that is working, we're going to be adding our Italian herbs. I also love Italian herbs, so I'm not shy with spices. I'm a spicy girl. I like spicy food, so I like to add quite a bit. You'll notice I've coated the sauce with quite a bit of that Italian herbs. You can actually smell the herbs in it, and it makes it amazing. It gives it lovely, lovely, lovely flavor. Guys, we're almost done with that. We're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes, just allowing that chicken stock to melt down, and just let the flavor of the bacon sort of sauce in. You can, oh, I love it. It smells absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. We're going to let that cook for a little bit, so let me pack this away. And once that's cooked for about 5-10 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable, you then take your chickpeas. You can see I have my chickpeas here. I've drained off all the liquid from the inside. If you have fresh chickpeas, that's even more amazing. Or dried chickpeas, and then you can sort of sort them out from there. So we add the chickpeas. Let me show you what that looks like now. So the chickpeas is in the sauce. This is quick. This is healthy. And it's so good when you add it to the pasta. So this is a nice way just to make bacon and chickpea sauce. We're going to let that cook until those chickpeas, because these are pre-cooked chickpeas. So we're going to let that chickpeas cook for about 5 or 10 minutes. While that is cooking, we're going to be grating our cheese. The water has started boiling. Here is the big tip with pasta. Before you even think about putting that pasta in that water, make sure that that water is bubbling. It's got to be bubbling. If it's not bubbling, I'll show you what it looks like. That pasta is actually going to stick together. And that's horrible when the pasta is soft and sticky and weird. So you want the pasta to be al dente. So while the sauce is cooking on the stove, we're going to be putting in our pasta. So I'm going to cook a packet today for my pasta. Like I said, I've used the penne. While that is busy cooking now, also another tip, don't cover the pasta. Allow the water to saturate. You'll also notice that I didn't actually put a lid on the pasta sauce. Look how beautiful is this pasta sauce looking, and it is smelling amazing. There's my pasta in the water. So guys, that's what we're doing. We're going to allow that pasta to cook. Now, some pastas cook for 10 minutes, some pastas cook for 15 minutes. But guys, if you want to just get home and make a quick meal, this is absolutely the way to go. We're going to give that pasta a chance to cook. In the meantime, I'm going to do the cheese. All right, guys. So for those who like food a little spicy, like I do, you can add, I like to add a little peri-peri spice. You could add things, you could also add, this is where you could add that little bit of turmeric in. And please be careful with the peri-peri spice. It's super, super hot. So you don't really want it hot. You just want it a little spicy. So a little spice to your life. There's nothing wrong with that. Our pasta is cooking. I've added the spice, so let's give that a chance, and then I'll come back to you soon. All right, our pasta sauce is looking like it's ready. Now you'll notice, I'll show you something. It's looking like it's dried out quite a bit. Okay, that means it's cooked. That means the tomato has rendered down very well. What we want to do now is a little tip that my husband's granny from Italy taught me about pasta. Now, as our pasta is almost done, we're going to be there now. We just want to take some of the starch water and just add that, just a spoonful, just to add some more flavor. Allow that to cook down. It just makes that flavor in the tomato. I don't know what it does. It was her little secret that she taught me, but I use it with any sauce I make. If I'm making a ragu sauce, if I'm doing a bolognese sauce, I'll always just add that little bit of starchy water into the sauce. All right, I'm going to go and strain the pasta, and then I'll show you how we mix it all up and enjoy it. All right, guys, now the pasta sauce is ready. Pasta is cooked. I want to show you what the pasta sauce, that's the pasta. It's nice and al dente, it's not overcooked. And you can see the sauce is glistening really nicely, really cooked. All right, what we need to do now is we will be throwing the pasta here in our bowl. Right? Perfect. Let's get rid of that pot. The pasta is actually steaming so busy. I'm trying to see if you got, there you guys can see it a little bit better. There. Perfect. All right. What you want to do with the sauce is you want to spoon the sauce over the pasta. So we're going to throw a couple of spoons into the pasta sauce. Wow, it's really hot, eh? It's cloudy outside, but where I live is really, really humid. And what we want to do is we just want to spoon that mixture through nicely. What you want to do is make sure every shell is nice and coated. Can make a nice dinner. It can make a lovely lunch. Also, a quick tip. If you are cooking for a lot of people or for 2 families, double the portions of everything. So 2 tins of chickpeas and 2 packs of bacon. You can buy streaky bacon and cut that up. You know, you could do so many things with it. All right, I'm going to show you how beautiful this looks. You can see the pasta is well coated with the olive oil and the bacon flavor. You can see the chickpeas is really good there. The next and one of my little special ingredients that I love, I've grated the cheese. We're going to put lots and lots of cheese. Now, if you don't like cheese, you don't have to put it. Like, one of my daughters doesn't like cheese at all, but the others, myself, my husband, we can kill the cheese. So we like to put it on there, and then we also will put it on the pasta after we've eaten. All right, so that's nice and simple bacon and chickpea pasta. And then just for serving, you can put some more cheese on the top, like that. Add a little sauce just to give it a nice little flavoring. There we go. Let's just give that a lovely, another dollop of cheese. Let me show you how beautiful that pasta looks. Ready for eating, steaming, looking amazing. The only thing that is left is a nice glass of wine and time to enjoy family and friends and just have a good healthy meal. So cheers and enjoy your pasta. By the way, don't forget, like, subscribe. I have fitness videos that come out on a Wednesday, and I'm covering my tummy tuck journey, and I will share some more beautiful secrets on the most amazing, quick, easy foods to make. Ciao guys, see you soon.